their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. And taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a good throw right there. And I know it's just the preseason, but let's face it, these reps are important for him. He's trying to learn a new playbook, hopefully mesh with his new receiving core. I know it's a lot to ask, but so far, he's looking pretty good.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Jacksonville, and when you break it down, well, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done, and the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winning.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this ain't literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of ya. I ain't going nowhere when they give you Koren minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for minimum. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag, I'm gonna give us some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect mine. Complex rhymes, and by the way, check out 9. Go and shut up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, it's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing for fame, guilty, too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance scholar. My mind divided, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really didn't be with my father, but why bother explaining and feeling? Try harder, but either way, they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level, maintaining the building, we making it kill. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this ain't literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause go automate him. Stupid situations, the time off to create them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Let's turn from sinister, I'm a finisher. Many ministers, I'm a venom. Enemies, I'm an enema. I'm a turn, just like my keys dropping. On the dinner, my thoughts keep confidential, consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not in here, my psyche, brother Benjamin. I stick from down these all pieces. I call them biblical. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling that is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay money to the lid.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we?
You need to quit dropping the ball.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
A good throw there, and that's what you want to see from a quarterback trying to cement his spot as a starter. Now, worth pointing out, we're expecting to see this group for the first half of this game only, so they'll get a little more run than they did last week.
Yeah, this is kind of the new normal, isn't it, partner? Because we've gone from 4 preseason games to 3. So this is more like the dress rehearsal game, although there are a few teams out there that use that 3rd game a little bit more now because there's a bigger gap from the 3rd game to the opener. But what you want to see? 1 half of crisp football, game plan in place, and guys really running through it the proper way. Yeah, that's a good throw right there, and our understanding is that he's probably going to play the bulk of this first half. It's only the 2nd week of the preseason, but you can already see the connection he's got with his receivers and tight ends. And he's clearly enjoying himself so far. That throw, it picks up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And he goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game. They feel even better about him leading their team.
He's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On third down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now is just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make the ball club.
What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I can help fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars.
That's how you know.
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3 of the preseason and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. To start it out, Robinson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and 10, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Robinson up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down.
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 28 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. A man coming off a washout 2020.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turn.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, here's Robinson. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Boy, just hard for them to get a square shot on him when he's moving like that as he takes it for a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Christian Kirk, touchdown!
Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a first down.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's thrown 3 touchdowns already, but does come off the INT on the last drive as they start again with a first down.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for
reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Tear down,